Hello, Doll Fam, and welcome back to another episode of Daily Dose of Doll, the show where I share something that I've thought throughout my day with you guys in hopes that I can maybe help you down whatever struggle that you are facing on your path. And like always, I'm currently going through a situation that's pretty sucky, pretty gut-wrenching, pretty painful, but I'm hoping to use it to kind of help you guys through similar situations, and maybe it won't be so hard on you because I love you and I don't want you to struggle. So I recently went through something I've never really gone through before, and it's been really difficult. And to say, it's something that other people couldn't understand would just be crazy, because I think this is something that most people can understand, and that is the fact that I have had a friend of mine that I have known for 10 plus years out of nowhere not just ghost me, but basically tell me they don't want me a part of their life anymore. They don't want me a part of their journey anymore. And it was such a gut punch. It's such a gut punch. And I think it's really hard because when you have loved somebody for so long and you've done nothing but cheer for them and instill greatness and just, loved and supported them down every rocky path that they've trekked on their life's journey, for them to just say, I don't need you anymore, and I just, don't talk to me anymore, don't contact me anymore. I just want you to know I'm done with you. Bye. That is hard. That is a hard thing to stomach. But in that situation, I reached out to, other people in my life who have been the same type of, more people who are even closer to me than that friend, of course. I was like, hey guys, like my husband, I was like, hey, you picked me, and this person also picked me like years ago and has known me even longer than you, and they were like, so it's like, that makes you question things, right? That makes like all of your confidence in other relationships kind of feel like, whoa, if this person who's known me for this long, who I've done nothing to but love, can just be like, there's the door, don't let it hit you where the good Lord split you, without any explanation or any thank you or anything, just, that sucks. That sucks, you guys. That sucks. So in this situation, I battled back and forth with what I should do. Should I try to have a conversation? But I realized, after just thinking about it for a pretty small amount of time, realistically, that this person didn't want to hear what I had to say. And I think they were done hearing what I had to say probably sooner than I even knew. And instead of just saying, hey, they felt like it was better to just remove me entirely. I don't know. So in this situation, it's hard not to want to demand answers or be like, hey, why? What did I do? What's wrong? I don't understand. I love you. Don't leave me. Like, you have all these emotions and feelings because this is somebody that you love and you care about. And this can go towards any relationship, really. It doesn't have to be just friendship. But I kind of realized from the energy I was feeling and the energy I feel like I had been feeling from this person just in general since their new life path that they chose to take, I just think that they didn't want to hear what I had to say. Like, they didn't want me to fight for them, and they wanted to be who they are. And sometimes I think that we, even though it's really hard to understand when important people in our life or people who we love or people we have relationship with, sometimes they can just change overnight. And I'm a firm believer in supporting people through growths and changes and stages in their life. I've gone through weird stages in my life where people who've known me forever were like, Emily, we don't know what's going on, and this is weird, and this is not you, but we love you, and we're here for you, and if you need us, let us know. And they kind of just let me grow through. I can only really recall one weird phase where I've talked about it on my channel before, but that's not important. But sometimes people want to be who they are in that moment, and that doesn't always mean that it's positive. That doesn't mean that it's always toxic. that doesn't mean that it's good or it's bad. That means that whoever this person is in this moment is who they need to be for a while, and they can't have other people telling them they can't be that person, because they have to be that person right now. Even if that person is hurting themselves, or they're hurting us or their family or other people that love them, sometimes they have to be that person so they can get to the other side and really be their best self. And whereas I think that this person was projecting towards me in a really unfair and hurtful way, I knew a long time ago, before they even saw it and sent me this text, that they were going to have to be allowed to be who they were right now. And there was nothing anybody could say or do to stop them, because who they are is a big defining lesson right now, and it's going to define who they are later. And who they are later is almost more important than who they are now, because the closer you get to the end of your journey is when you really want to make sure that that's when everything comes full circle. And I don't think that you can really find your true happiness and be happy with yourself and other people if you don't reach that point. But man, just stabbed. I felt stabbed right in the back. Just, stabbed. Sucked. So that's our daily dose of doll lesson today. Our lesson is that I think that it's really hard sometimes when we get connected to people, no matter what relationship form, and we feel like our paths are aligned and we feel like we're on that same path together and everything's going peachy, and then all of a sudden our paths go separate ways. And I think that can kind of be shocking sometimes, because we don't expect those people to take a different path and leave us behind or go a different way. But I think that you have to sometimes be able to say, you know what, thank you for what you gave me, and I wish you the best on your travels. And I really do wish this person the best, because feels I loved her. I love her. And I wish her so much. And sometimes that's all you can do, is close the chapter and make sure that there's only good energy. Even if that energy is confused, make sure that it's good and kind and full of love, because it's not going to be good for you either. And sometimes things end without any answers. But know that there's other people that are going to fill those spots along the way. And in all of this, I've reached out to other people that, I know and who know me more than anybody else. And I've said, hey. And those are the people that you have to rely on in your hard moments, because there's other people out in the world that love you and are cheering for you. You can't instill everything into just like one. You need to be whole in yourself, and you need to have, a good support system. You need to have a good team. And if you don't have one, that's the Doll Fam. So you can be a part of the Doll Fam. And if you're ever feeling alone or lost or questioning things, you can always reach out to me, because there's always room for you at my table. But that's it for today's episode of Daily Dose of Doll. I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys, because I feel like it's something that a lot of people probably have gone through or are going through. And you need to know that people transition out of other people's lives. And I was thinking just the other day, when I had somebody on my friends list on my personal Facebook, I'll close with this, and it was somebody that I had known, her and her daughter, since I moved to Oklahoma years ago when I was 16. And I'm 32 now, if you haven't been following a long time. This was a long, long, long time ago. I know, I'm a vampire, don't question it. So I'm so sparkly right now. It's not that I'm oily skin, I'm just a vampire. We met these people. They helped my family kind of find a home in Oklahoma when we moved from California. It was somebody that was involved in my dad's job and, a friend of the family. And they're still on my Facebook. And I was thinking to myself, it's so weird how I've avoided deleting these people that I haven't talked to in over 10 years. I don't know them. They don't know me. We have no connection. And I think that sometimes we have to learn that we need to let go of people in our past that may not have transitioned to our future. And that's going to be both easy in some ways and hard in some ways. There's going to be people that are easy to let go of, and there's going to be people that are hard to let go of. And it's never going to matter really what, like, all the noise is in the middle of that story, but saying goodbye can be really hard, and losing friends sucks. So, but I love your faces and know that I'm cheering for you, and I hope that you guys are having an amazing week and you go into this weekend knowing your worth and knowing that you always charge tax. So I love your faces. Thank you for listening to me cry.